But with LA Knight, you mentioned him. I thought he looked really good in defeat here. I thought it was a good match. He's getting over, as you mentioned. He's having competitive matches with, the Bray Wyatt match was basically a 5-minute squash, but, he faced Bray. Kofi, he had a competitive match before he lost it, which was dumb, but he had that. He looked good in the 5-way on Friday SmackDown last week. What do you think? You mentioned before, which I thought was interesting, that you think the trajectory with him could be as a babyface, like maybe coming out of WrestleMania. But I feel like he's a guy that they haven't brought back or brought up. He was already there. They brought him up a year ago, but they did the turn with, and they gave him his old gimmick back. And of all the people they've given their old gimmicks to, given back their gimmicks to, he's the one that's really gone over. And I think even in defeat, he's looked good, and he's had good matches, and the promos are very entertaining. I think he's a guy that could really strap the rocket to coming out of WrestleMania.
No, I agree. I think he's got it over. I think he's got the look. He's got the body. He has the in-ring ability. The mic skills are probably some of the best in the company, which also definitely doesn't hurt. I think he just is the total package. He is the sports entertainer, like you said. Like, he has everything. He can do everything. I think that's what helps him more than other people. Like, some people are like, they have good work rate, or, they have an interesting character, but I feel like he has everything, which a lot of those other people just don't have. And I think that's what's helped him get over as well with the fans. Like, he's more over now than obviously the whole Max Dupree shit was terrible. But I just think him being on the mic, and like, he really won. Even though he lost to Wyatt, I feel like he really did win, because it really showed people what he can do, because he was basically carrying the feud, because Wyatt was doing spooky dumbness, and he was like actually cutting promos and having good matches and stuff like that. And I think that's what's helped him a lot, and I think he is over with the crowd to a point that, we're not sure what's going to happen at WrestleMania, but I think coming out of WrestleMania, he could be pushed as a heavy babyface, honestly.
He was already on that road right before he turned heel when he became LA Knight a couple months ago, and they kind of wanted him as a heel to feud with Bray Wyatt. But I think they can definitely make him a babyface. He's definitely over enough. I don't know if I've asked you this previously. Do you think he could do well at some point at the main event level? I think he is honestly good enough to be at that level and to either be challenging, if not winning the world title, one of the world titles at some point. Maybe after winning Money in the Bank this summer. Do you see him at that level, or do you think he's a mid-card guy at best?
I do see him at that level now. If you told me 6 months ago or in NXT, I would say no. I was never even his biggest fan, but over the last 6 months, I've really enjoyed his work. I think he is the total package. It sucks that he's older now. Like, I feel like if someone that got him a couple of years ago, it'd be even better. But I think he could, with 2 world championships, I definitely think he could have a run.
Hey, TNA offered him a better deal, so he stayed. That was the gig.
Still, I don't know. I just feel like he's so over right now. I think it was a big mess.
I thought he could have gone there 5 years ago. He was in TNA for so long, and then in 2019, he got fired from Impact. And, I'm thinking, okay, cool, they'll pick him back. Because he was in NXT previously. He was there in, 2013, 2014 before he got cut for, I guess some dumb social media reason. He got fired by Bill DeMott. He wasn't a big Bill DeMott guy. No surprise there. And then he went to Impact. But then when he became a free agent in 2019, he went to NWA. I'm thinking, that's nice, but why the fuck wouldn't WWE pick him up at that point? That was another waste of 2 years. He didn't come in until 2021. The guy's officially 40 now. I know Damian Priest is, and he's done well so far, but I think LA Knight's a guy that maybe not right after WrestleMania entered the world title scene, but I feel like I could see him as an intercontinental, definitely United States champion. And then from there, maybe trading that in for a world championship run, because I think he is definitely good enough, I would agree.